Hello guys, welcome back to Coding Cafe. My name is Mohammed Ali and in this tutorial we are going to implement the delete message feature and the view full image feature in the chats. So for that we need to go to the chats adapter, and before we implement that feature, one thing which I remember is basically, hopefully you have seen that we have a small bug in our sent and seen message feature. I mean the sent and seen thing. So for that, this is just a design bug. Okay, for that all you're gonna need is just to come here now to the message item left, and on the message item left we have this text seen. Make sure to remove this default text, we do not need this, and the visibility for this will be gone, and the same is for the message item right. Make sure to do exactly the same changes which you are seeing now on your screen. Okay, so just do that, and yeah, that's it. Now let's just close this quickly and let's just move to the chats adapter. So now we have our messages which is inside the on bind view holder. When we say in case of the image message, so if a user click on the image, then what we want to do, basically we will display a dialog box in which we will have three options: view full image, delete image, and cancel. But before we do that, let's just implement that function for deleting message from the database. So we can say that private delete sent message, and we have to pass three parameters to it. The first one is the position of that message, which will be of type int, and the second parameter is basically the holder. So you can say holder, and which is our chats adapter dot view holder. Firebase database dot get instance dot reference dot child, and we have to make a reference to our chats node dot child mchat list dot get position dot get message id, and make sure to add the non-asserted call here dot remove value for that specific position, or you can say for that specific message which the user want to delete. And if you want, you can obviously add on complete listener on it, just to add a toast message, but I think this is not a good choice. I mean, to add a toast message on deleting the message. But if you want, I mean, just for the learning purposes, you can add on complete listener just like this. Okay, and then we can say that if the task is successful, then you can just display a toast message here, that is message has been deleted successfully or just deleted, which is toast dot make text holder dot item view dot get context dot context comma comma, and then the type the message here, which is, let's say, deleted, message deleted, or whatever you want to display here, and then obviously the toast dot length long dot show. Let's just display it for the mean, the length for this will be short, and else if any error occur, then you can just say, hey, error occur, or whatever message you want to display. So you can say not deleted, failed not deleted. That's it. So this is our delete message function which we will use now. So here we have images, messages, images from the right side. So here we can hot dot right image view dot set on click listener. If a user click on that image, then we want to display a dialog box, or you can say a pop-up box. So let's give it name as options equals to array array of char sequence. So it will not be like this, char sequence, and inside this we have to pass our options. So the first option that we want to display is view full image. If user click on it, we will send the user to the activity where we will display the full image. And the second option is delete image. And then the third one is basically cancel. So after this, we can say variable builder, which will be of type alert dialog, and make sure to import the correct library, which is Android X app compact dot builder equals to alert dialog, and this one again dot builder, and here we need to pass the context, which is holder dot item view dot context. And let's set the title for our this dialog box. So you can say builder dot set title, and the title will be, let's say, what do you want? Like three options the user will have. What do you want? And then these three options: view full image, delete image, cancel. So whatever the user wants, the user has to click on it, and when the user click on it, we have to get that specific option, that choice which a user made by clicking. So we can get it, we can just say set items and pass the options to it, comma dialog interface dot on click listener, this one, and then add two curly braces. We can say dialog comma which is this one. Okay, so we can say that if which becomes equals to the 0, it means the user click on the first option, which is view full image. And if, make sure to use else if and not just a statement. So you can say else if which becomes equals to 1, which means the user click on delete image. And in case of cancel, it will obviously cancel the dialog box. So anyways, and before we proceed, I guess we have added this one thing extra, which is this round bracket. Remove this, same is from here. Okay, make sure to do that. So in case of view the full image option, we are going to create a brand new activity. So right click on this new activity, empty activity, and we can give this name as view full image, view full image activity. So it has been created, and now here what we are going to do is to add an intent here. So I'm going to register activity. Just for the time saving, I'm going to copy this intent from here and nothing else. Instead of writing it, I just did this. Okay, so we are on the, in here we have to pass the context, which is m context, and we want to send the user to the activity which is by the name view full image activity. And let's just check it is created successfully. Here you can see it. And then what we want is basically to send some information alongside with it. So we can say intent dot put extra, and we are going to send the URL, the image URL basically, and which we can get by chat dot get URL. That's it. And then we can say that mcontext, sorry, mcontext dot start activity, pass the intent, remove the finish from here. And in case if a user click on the delete image, what we are going to do is we are just call our function which is delete sent message. We need to pass the position comma, the second thing is the holder object. Okay, that's it. So this is for the right image. Now in case of the left side, which means the messages that we receive from the other user, in that case we will display only two options, since that images will not be ours. Like, I mean, the sender can delete his own messages or her own messages, but the sender cannot delete messages from the receiver side. Okay, so these are the features that we will implement for the receiver side also. So for the receiver side, since you know that right side belongs to the sender, now for the receiver side what we are going to do is, and if you want obviously you can add the delete image feature there also, but I will suggest to go with just the view full image and cancel image feature for the receiver side. So now what we are going to do is we will just copy this holder, complete hold. Okay, make sure to add here the builder.show, which we can get here, which is builder.show. Yes, okay. Now let's just copy this holder.right image view, and for the receiver side, which is our left image view, this one, here we can just paste this, and we can now do the changes for here. So left image view, make sure to change this. We will delete the second option, and we will just restrict the online user, which is the sender, to view only the full image from the receiver and to cancel the dialog box. So these two options. So for that, if a user click on it, you will send the user to the view full image activity, and in case of delete, we do not want this now. Builder.show. That's it. And now for the text messages finally. So in case of text messages, let's just copy this dialog box which we add for the left side. Okay, we have already copied it from here, so there is no need to copy it again. We just need to paste it for the text messages. So down below you can just paste it. So make sure to change now this right image view to show text message. So if a user click on show text message, what we want is we will display two options, which is to delete message and cancel option. So what do you want? These two options will be visible to the user. So in case if the user click on the remove this first if condition, since we do not need it, so user has option. So if a user click on the first option, which is delete message, we will call this function delete sent message. So yeah, that's it. And now for viewing the complete image which we are sending, the data which we are sending, which is basically the URL, we have to get it here and we have to display it on an image view here. So let's add quickly an image view. It will be match parent, and let's give ID to this. The ID for this will be image underscore viewer. Let's just add this to the viewful image activity. So we have image view, oh sorry, private variable image view. Let's give it name image viewer and it will be of type image view. Let's initialize this with a null, and then the next thing we need is basically a string type variable. So we can say private variable image URL and it will be of type string. Initialize this with a null. So inside the onCreate, first we have to get the URL. So in order to get it, we can save it inside our image URL variable, and in order to get it, we can say intent dot get string extra, and so you have to pass the same name, which is URL. So pass this here, and let's just quickly add our image view. Let's just initiate it. Find view by id id and the id for this is image viewer. And then by using the Picasso library, we can say picasso.get.load the image URL dot into our image viewer, sorry. So yeah, that's it. Now let's just test the application quickly in order to see if it is working or not. So the app is running now successfully. I am logged in as Peter, and let's just come here. So here are the messages between Muhammad Ali and Peter Parker. So let's just click on any text messages. I'm going to click on it. It says, what do you want? Delete message, cancel. If we click on here, here you can see delete message, cancel. Let's just delete this message, which is hello from Peter. So let's just click delete, and it has been deleted successfully. Here you can see it. Let's just delete from the here. Here you can see deleted. Let's check the view full image feature. Here you can see it, and also if you check message from the receiver side, that is from Muhammad Ali side, then here you can see it will display only these two options, while from the sender side you will see the delete image feature also. So let's just click on delete image. Here you can see it has been deleted successfully. So that is really cool, that is really nice. Here you can see it. And one more thing is, if you want to restrict the user, just like we did for the images messages, the online user, or you can say the sender of a message, cannot delete messages from the receiver side, but the sender can only view the full image and cancel it. The messages which the online user receive from the receiver side. Okay. But in case of text messages, we allow the user to delete message. So if you want to restrict the sender, by sender I mean the online user, just like in this case I am logged in as Peter Parker, Peter. Okay. So Peter can delete messages, text messages from the receiver reserved for create side also. So if you want to restrict the user also for the text messages, then we can do it. Just come here, and what we want to do is we can restrict the user when we set text messages. Here we go, and cut this code. And what we need to do is we need to just add a condition. We can say Firebase user dot uid. If this becomes equals to chat dot get sender, then what we are going to do is we are just going to paste that code inside this condition. Now if you run the application again, then you will see it. So what we simply are doing is we are just restricting the online user, or you can say the sender. That is, a sender can delete only their own messages, not the receiver messages. Okay. But if you want, you can remove this condition and just execute the code, which I did in front of you guys. So hopefully you have understand and get the idea now. So now if a user want, let's say I'm going to delete this message, okay, which is the sender side, the online user Peter side. Okay. And now from the receiver side, let's say if I click here, then it is not displaying the pop-up, or you can say the dialog box. In case of the images messages from the receiver side, you can view the full image, but you cannot delete it. Otherwise, also, I mean, you can delete only your own images file that you send to the I mean this user, which is alizef438. So hopefully you have get the complete idea of this. And yeah, that's it for this video. And in the next video tutorial, what we are going to do is we will display the last message that user is that is inside the chat list. Okay, so we will completing the chat list, you can say. And also we will implement the online and offline user feature in the next video tutorial, as well as the I mean visiting the user profile, which, let's say, if you search for any specific user, then this option, which is visit profile, we have not implemented that function yet, I mean that feature yet. So we will be working, we will be completing the application in the next video tutorial. So yeah, that's it for this video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.